Faith. Have a little faith. Faith is kind of like patience. You have to learn it, but it's not that you have to learn. You just have to trust in God. For the non-believers that don't believe in God, I'm not trying to push him on you or anything like that. I'm actually not even asking you to believe my stories. But what I speak is the truth and nothing but the truth. Me and my boyfriend argued because he was worried about bills and how we were going to feed our kids and if we were going to have lights and water and etc., etc. Well, I'd let him know and explain the whole thing about my faith with God. I give God everything. Everything. And yes, at times I worry. Yes, I do. But I don't worry, like freak out and start crying and screaming and being in a bad mood and cussing people out because I'm worried. No. I have the faith and I ask God to show me, hey God, what do I need to do to make sure this is paid? How am I going to take care of this? What do I need to do? Guide me in the right direction. And he always does. Always. My boyfriend came to me stressing out. And God had done showed me that I had to be at church that Sunday. So, with less than a quarter tank of gas, we're an hour and a half away from church. And he had $3 on him. I had $2. I told him, God told me we had to go to church Sunday. It's going to be a blessing. And he expected to go to church down the road. No. The church that I wanted to go to was an hour and a half away that God had shown me I had to go, which was my home church that I had not been to in a while. But we go into this church, and they take up an offering for a family that was in need. God had put it on this man's heart. I look around the room, and I find this family that looked like they were so way worse off than I was ever thought about being. Well, I put my last $2 in the offering. Did I mention that he cussed me the whole way to church? Telling me I was stupid. This is retarded. We have no money. We're going to be broke down. Well, as he's going out of the church, after church is over, I was stopped and handed this envelope. I go outside crying and upset and just in disbelief what God had just done for us. Because I didn't ask anybody, I didn't tell anyone about my problems that I'm having at home. Needing the money to pay my bills. God blessed me that day. God blessed me. I go outside in the church parking lot and there he stands cussing on church ground. I walk up to him and come to find out we have a flat tire. We get in the car and he's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to repeat the words. No, I'm not. But anyways, I get upset and I tell him, we're going over here to the gas station. We're going to get a plug and we're going to plug the tire up. And then we're going to go put air in it and we're going to go home. And he's cussing me. How in the blank are we going to do that? Blah, blah, blah. And I kept trying to show him the envelope. So I smacked him with the envelope and said, God blessed us. God blessed us with $500 that day. We were able to get home after plugging the tire. We were able to pay our bill, which was our rent, and our KUB because we were a little bit behind. We had enough money to pay up on it to keep it from getting cut off, and we had enough left over to finish eating off of the rest of the week until I got my paycheck. And to this day, the man that had no faith cries when he tells this story. You don't have to believe me. I'm not asking you to. But I'm just here to tell you, God is real. Have a little bit of faith. He will amaze you.